Hey guys, Mark here, and today we're going to be taking a look at this 360-degree VR security camera. Let's jump in. This camera is the Xiaomi Xiaofang, and it's a pretty unique camera because it has a dual lens system with 360-degree coverage. It definitely has its quirks and it isn't perfect, but it's a neat little camera that has its uses for sure. In terms of specs, it has two 210-degree lenses at an f2 aperture and records in a 2048 by 1024 resolution. So I guess it's kind of full HD, give or take a few pixels. It also has 3 infrared LEDs for night vision, a microphone and speaker for two-way communication, a Wi-Fi chip for connecting to the Mi Home app that runs the camera, and a few other less interesting bits and bobs. With all the nerd stuff out of the way, let's have a look at the performance. Here's some footage from straight out of the camera. As you can see, it isn't the sharpest video ever, but that's to be expected out of a security camera. What is most disappointing is the fact that it outputs a frame rate of 15 frames per second, giving it a choppy look. While that wouldn't necessarily impede your ability to identify an intruder, it's just kind of hard to look at. If we turn the lights off though, we can see how effective the night vision is. Once the infrared kicks in, it's able to see in the dark up to about 15 or 16 feet with plenty of detail. Remember, we're trying to record footage of home invasions here, not shoot the next big Star Wars movie. The Wi-Fi chip inside the camera seems to be fairly well equipped. I can move pretty much anywhere in my house and I got a fast connection. Another great thing about this camera is that once you're connected to the Mi Home app, you can access the camera and all of the footage that's stored on the camera from anywhere. You don't have to be inside your house to access it. But the coolest part of the security camera is the ability to switch between viewing modes in the Mi Home app. There are multi-screen and quad-screen modes that show the view from all around as if there were 3 or 4 cameras, but there's also this panoramic mode where you can move your phone around to view it in 360 degrees. Then, if you click on this little icon in the top right-hand corner, bam, Google Cardboard view. So, let's stick it in this cheap VR headset I picked up at Value Village and see if it works. Okay. So this ain't half bad. I mean, it's completely impractical because there's no way you're ever gonna throw on one of these things every time you hear something move outside, but I mean, it's kind of cool. It's more or less just a novelty thing, but you know, for what it is, it's fun to play around with. The biggest problem with this camera is the setup. Unfortunately, this camera is not yet optimized for the North American market, so it was very difficult to get everything set up given that everything was written in Mandarin. And there were very few resources available online. The device even talks to you in Mandarin when trying to get it set up. Once configured in the Mi Home app though, which thankfully was in English, it was smooth sailing from there. So while this camera may not be the absolute best in terms of sharpness and frame rate, it certainly gets the job done and is perfect to put in the center of a room to capture all of the action if your house does get broken into. I really hope that doesn't happen to you, but if it does, it would be great to have one of these around. As always, I'll have a link to where you can buy the camera down in the description down below. If you liked this video, and I hope you did, please give me a like and subscribe to support my channel. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.